right, good morning, Facebook. We are ready to do yoga. We had a request for low back. If you have any other requests, go ahead and pop those up because I won't be able to see them once we start. All right, so let's go ahead and make me ring my bell. Two German ladies in the house. Yeah. All right, go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Let me know if you guys get too warm as well. Yeah. All right. And then lift your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll back and down. Hands are on your knees, elbows are soft under your shoulders. Eyes are closed or gazing down. And without changing anything, just begin to notice your breath. And how the breath naturally flows in and out of the body. And then intentionally begin to deepen your breath. Finding your equal inhalation, exhalation, in and out through the nose. And as you stay with your breath, finding that equal steady breath, I'm going to continue with our reading from Pema Chodron, Comfortable with Uncertainty. We've been reading this since April. It's a book from 1991. And today's reading is called 3 Methods for Working with Chaos. There are 3 very practical ways for relating with difficult circumstances as the path of awakening and joy. No more struggle, poison as medicine, and regarding everything that arises as a manifestation of wisdom. The first method is epitomized by meditation instruction. Whatever arises in our mind, we look at directly. Call it thinking. And go back to the simplicity and immediacy of the breath. When we encounter difficulties in our lives, we can continue to train in this way. We can drop the storyline, slow down enough just to be present, let go of the multitude of judgments and schemes, and stop struggling. The second, we can use poison as fuel for waking up. In general, this idea is introduced to us with Tonglen, which is give and take. Instead of pushing difficult situations away, we can use them to connect with other people who, just like us, often find themselves in pain. As one slogan puts it, quote, "When the world is full with evil, transform all mishaps into the path of enlightenment," end quote. The third method of working with chaos is to regard whatever arises as a manifestation of awakened energy. We can regard ourselves as already awake. We can regard our world as already sacred. This view further encourages us to use everything in our lives as a basis for attaining enlightenment. The world we find ourselves in, the person we think we are, these are our working bases. This carnal ground called life is the manifestation of wisdom. This wisdom is the basis of freedom and also the basis of confusion. In every moment, we make a choice. Which way do we go? How do we relate with raw material of our existence. So remembering in our yoga practice, we always practice ahimsa. That means non-violence. So you should never feel pain in your practice. You should ease out instead of pushing through. And that includes no judgment. And then just stretch your arms open out to the sides. And wiggle your fingers. And then just take your arms around and just grab opposite shoulders and just round in on yourself. Kind of round your back, give yourself a squeeze. Pay attention which arm you have on top. And then as you inhale, open it back up wide. And then exhale, wrap the opposite arm on top and squeeze it in. And then inhale, open it wide. And then reach your arms up high, lock your thumbs, and just kind of pull the thumbs apart and just add a gentle little stretch from side to side. And then reaching up through center, just pull your hands down to your heart, bow in. Maybe you have an intention you're adding to your practice. And then interlace your fingers and stretch it away. Round your back and tuck your chin. And then reach your arms up high, spine long, and shoulders relax. Now take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, stretch the arms down towards the floor, keeping your spine long. If you can lift the arms away from the back without dropping forward, lift them up, breathe into the front to the shoulders. If you start to drop forward, you've lifted too far. And then drop your hands down. Now keep your fingers interlaced and just bend your elbows so the hands slide to the sacrum. And then slide both hands over to the left side of the waist and drop your ear to the same side. And then go ahead and take it to the other side and right ear down. And then drop your arms down and reach them back up high. And as you exhale, take the right hand to the left knee and take a twist, look back over the left shoulder. And then inhale, arms up, and exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, arms up, hands down, and make your way to hands and knees. Finding a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Setting up for your cat-cow tilt. So when you're ready, the inhale drops the belly, lifts the head, and hold here. Notice what feels tight. Wait for an exhale, arch your back high, push the floor away, hold here. And then just connecting to your breath, inhaling, sway back, and exhaling, cat. Keep cycling through your own breath. We might start moving at different paces as you listen to your own breath, your own body. Nice. And then wait for your next exhalation and return to a flat back. Look over your right shoulder to your right hip. Look around to the left. And then come to center and press it into child's pose. Hips towards the heels, forehead towards the mat. Remember, you can come here at any point during your practice. Give yourself permission. And then shift back, forward, hands and knees, knees back under hips, and send that left leg back. Toes on the mat, press through the heel, find that calf muscle. You can hold steady or add a gentle rock back and forth. And then we'll keep that rock forward so the wrists are under the shoulders. Push the floor, engage the belly. Feels okay, we're floating the leg. The leg is up, you're circling the ankle. And you're reversing. And then you're pressing through the heels. Stay there or right arm forward, reach and pull, both directions. Keep breathing. Stay here, or you can add a diagonal, arm to the right, leg to the left. Keep the belly engaged, so you're using your obliques. Now bring it to center, and then exhale, squeeze it under the body. Wherever you rest, whenever you need. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, diagonal. Inhale, center. Exhale, under. Last time, out, diagonal, out, and under. Then stretch out long. Put your hand down. Let your foot cross over the right and look over the right shoulder towards your toes. Breathing into your left side. Now swing your leg off to the left side so the foot's in line with the knee, right arm high. Circle the wrist. Reverse it. Keep the arms straight up or start to let it go back behind you a little. Get a release in your chest and your back. If you have a binding practice you like, go for it. And then bring your hand back to the mat. Bring your knee in and send the right leg back. Find the calf muscle first, so just stretch out through that heel. Decide if you're going to stay steady or add a gentle rock, whichever feels better for your body. And then keep the weight forward, push the floor, engage the belly. If it feels okay, we're lifting the leg. It can always stay down. If it doesn't, circle the ankle. Reverse. And press through the heels. Stay there or left arm forward, reach and pull, both directions. Keep breathing. Stay here or add your diagonal, arm to the left, leg to the right. Find those obliques, keep the core engaged, don't sway the back. Bring it to center and exhale under the body. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, diagonal. Inhale, out. Exhale, under. Last time, out, diagonal, out, and under. Now stretch it back out. Put your hand down, let that foot cross over the left. Look over the left shoulder towards your toes. Keep slowing the breath down. And then take your leg off to the right side and reach the right arm high. Circle the wrist. Reverse. Keep it straight up or start to let it go back. Opening your chest, release your back. If you like the bind, go for it. Nice. Now bring your hand back to the floor. Bring your knee in, and this time tuck your toes as you press your hips towards your heels. Breathe into your feet. The backs of the toes, feel that stretch come up over your hips, your back to the crown of the head. And then when you're ready, look forward, spread your fingers wide. Of course, option 1 is to stay at hands and knees. Option 2, hips high, your first downward facing dog. If you're in down dog, you can pedal it out, wiggle it out, whatever feels good. Walk your dog. Wake up your body, prepare your body. Nice. Beautiful. And then we're just going to come to stillness and hold downward facing dog. Reach your shoulders to the waist. Still have the belly pull into your spine here so you're not swaying back. Hamstrings are tight. You're putting a little bend in the knees. And then your eyes are going to drop to the knees or shift into plank like you're going to do a push-up. Feels like too much, knees come down. Don't let the hips sag. Don't let them pike. It's just like mountain. Let's all put our knees on the mat. Elbows stay in at the ribs as we lower to the belly. And then on an inhale, roll up just your head, neck, and chest. No weight on the hands yet. That's your Bhujangasana, Cobra. Should be able to lift the hands up. Feels like too much, keep looking down. exhale, forehead down. Inhale, up and back, hands and knees or down dog. Nice. Honoring your body is yoga. Either from down dog, shift to hands and knees, or plank, hold. Knees drop down if you can't keep the elbows in, otherwise knees can stay lifted. Shift forward slightly, lower, chaturanga. You can touch down or hover. You can do another cobra. Feels okay on wrists and shoulders. Push the floor away, extend the arms, upward facing dog. And then exhale, knees up. Tuck your toes, and hands and knees are down dog. So those are your two options for vinyasas. You can take or leave throughout your practice. Give options when I call it out. All right, so walking your hands and feet together, make your way into ragdoll. Any movement that feels good here. You can bend your knees and sway your hips. You can grab elbows. You can shake your head yes and no. And just breathe into the hamstrings. You have really tight hamstrings, a soft bend will take that pull out. Nice. And then we'll all just drop our arms, bend our knees, squeeze your belly, and stack your vertebrae, slowly rounding up. At the top, reach. Keep your arms up, relax your shoulders away. And then take hold of the left wrist with the right hand and then pull it over to the right side. Stay here, or you can take that left foot behind, bend both knees, curtsy, pull a little deeper. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Now go ahead, bring it to center. Grab the other wrist, pull it over first, find that side body. Decide if you're staying here, or you're gonna take the right foot behind, bend both knees, and pull a little deeper to the left. And then go ahead, come back up to center. Let your hands touch your thighs and slide towards your toes. Keep your hands where they are. If you want another shoulder stretch, hands go behind the back, interlace your fingers, and let the arms pull away. If your hands are behind your back, return them to the sacrum before you reach to the floor. On an inhale, push your shins away. That's Ardha Uttanasana, long flat back. You're looking down at the mat, neck is in line with the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, either rounding up or hinging up to stand. Once you're at the top, keep dropping your tailbone. Only if it feels good, you can add a teeny little back bend here. And then come up straight before your hands come down. Drop your arms, find your mountain at the top of your mat. Everybody warm? Don't get too warm, right? No hot yoga today. So palms are forward, tailbone down, belly lifts, shoulders are back and down. Reach up through the crown of the head. That's your mountain, Tadasana. On your next inhale, arms reach high. On an exhale, fold down towards your toes. On an inhale, push your shins away. On an exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, and take your left foot to the back of the mat. Go ahead, drop that knee all the way down and sink into the left hip flexor. Shine your heart open. If the floor is too far away, hands can come up to the thigh. We're stacking our knee and ankle in the front for the most therapeutic lunge. And breathing. And then wait for your next exhale, hips back, toes lift. If your hamstring's tight, hands are walking towards your body. If you need a bigger stretch, hands are staying forward and you might fold gently. And then shift the weight back into the right foot, tuck your toes. You're either going to hands and knees or down dog. You're either going to cat-cow or Adho Vinyasa. That's inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, down dog. So remember, you can always skip it all and just rest. let your left leg lift high. Toes down, hips square. Now turn your toes to the side, see if the leg will go higher. Leg is still straight. Once the leg goes to full extension, maybe you want to bend it. And you're going to keep yourself in the glute. And then step that left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Drop the right knee down, go ahead, stack those joints, pick it up and bring it if it didn't make it. Either touching the floor or the knee. Neck in line with the spine. Focus on that right hip relaxing. And then wait for your exhale, hips back, toes lift, hands walk with you if the hamstring is tight. Fold forward if you need to stretch. Shift the weight back into the left foot. You can go hands and knees or down dog. You can cat-cow or add your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale. Adho Mukha Shavasana. Stay with your breath. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, let the right leg lift high. Toes down, legs straight, hips closed. Now turn your toes to the side, legs straight, let it go higher. Only if it feels good do you bend the knee. And then step that right foot all the way up. Left hand stays flat on the mat. You can make a fist if it hurts the wrist. Try not to weight into the fingers. And then push your right hand into your thigh just above your knee. Twist to look over the right shoulder. Keep that right hand where it is or reach it up. If you reach it up and you lose the twist, keep it on the thigh. Wait for your exhale, put the hand down, step up with the left foot, and back with the right. Right hand flat or fist, left hand on the thigh, above the knee, twist to look over the left shoulder. Back knee can stay lowered if you want less effort. Maybe that left arm high. So if the knee is up, really push up through the back of the knee and out through the heel. That'll give you more strength. Wait for your exhale, put the hand down, either step up to ragdoll or back to down dog. If you went to down dog, you can rest or flow. Nice. If you ended up in down dog or hands and knees, make your way up to ragdoll. On an inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana, long flat back. On an exhale, folding forward. On an inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top. Keep dropping your tailbone. Only if it feels good do you add that little back bend. Come up straight and hands to your heart. Drop your arms, find your mountain. Take a moment, settle your breath. And then set up your feet how you like them for chair. Can be from toes touching to hips width apart. Arms reach up, shoulders relax down. If it bothers the shoulders to have them up, they can be out in front. And then bend your knees and sit your bottom back. Scoop your belly, drop your tailbone. You should be able to see your toes in front of your knees because you're really pushing the hips back. Looks good. Keep breathing. Don't let that back sway. And then as you inhale, just stand up and drop the arms. As you exhale, bend your knees and find your chair. So it's just the knees. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, sink low. 2 more like that. And then we'll hold our chair again for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, fold forward. And then heel toe your feet out near the pinky toes near the edges of your mat. Some Some of you are gonna stay right here. Some of you are gonna put your elbows above your knees, bend your knees, come into a high squat. If you have any issues, that's the recommendation. Stay above the knees. Feels good on hips and knees. You can sink them all the way down. Malasana, elbows might come to the insides, thumbs might come to the sternum. Don't hurt your body. If you're hurting your body, you're not practicing yoga. Keep breathing. Find your perfect pose as it is today, as it is this moment. Could be different in 5. So if you went low, bring your elbows back above the knees, push together to come up. We're all just gonna hang forward, grab opposite elbows, give a little sway side to side. And then relax. You can stay right here. If you have a crow practice, you can go there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go back to a squat, stay in a ragdoll. Keep looking forward if you're in crow. Squeeze the belly, maybe one toe lifts, maybe the other. You got it. Breathe. And if you want a vinyasa before we come back to ragdoll, you can shoot it back if you want, or you can just walk it back. Or you can just meet me at the top of the mat. Nice. Beautiful. Nice poses, everyone. All right, so we're all back up in the top of the mat. If you're folded forward, we'll find Ardha Uttanasana. Don't worry if you're already up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top if it feels good. Add that little back bend. Come up straight and hands to your heart. Drop your arms, find your mountain. Settle your breath. And then just step your right foot back. So we're going into Warrior 2. Front heel intersects with the back arch. Arms up parallel, bend into the left knee, look over the left middle finger. Let's all just turn our palms up and bend our elbows to make sure our shoulders are relaxed. Like, I don't know, bend the elbows. And then take the arms back out straight. Try to keep the shoulders down if the palms flip over. Stay with the breath. Stay here or lift that front heel. Find that inner thigh. Breathe into it. Nice. Then go ahead, drop it down, and then just stretch it back. So left arm reaches back, right arm can just rest on that back thigh. And then exhale, go back to Warrior 2. Stay here or lift the front heel. And then drop it down and stretch it back. Nice. Last time into Warrior 2. Last time, lift the heel. Nice. Drop it down, stretch it back. Last time, hold it here. Keep your legs straight now and bring your arms parallel. We're going into triangle. If you're too far away, you can walk it up a little with the back foot. Left arm stretches out before it reaches down towards the leg. Anywhere along the leg, if you can go for the foot, make sure you're keeping both shoulders over that front thigh. If it doesn't feel good on the shoulder, that right arm can always just rest down alongside the body. Yeah, like that. Keep breathing. Keep working your crown of the head to the top of the mat. The tendency is to pitch it off to the right side of the mat. The belly still lifts here, the tailbone still drops, and we're all still breathing. Now squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet, come up, stretch it back again. Maybe that right arm goes a little further down the leg. Nice, and then drop your arm and just turn your left toes in so your feet are parallel. Fold forward and touch the floor. And enjoy. So use this as a resting position. Pasrita A, any little, just hang out. Gentle shifting back and forth. That feels good. We'll go to lunge on the other side. You want to go upside down, go for it. Your body, your practice. Squeeze your belly. Keep breathing. Nice. If you're up, bring it back down. And then we'll all just walk our hands way out in front. Find a wide leg down back in and push the floor away. Get your wrists under your shoulders. And then just put your right hand under the face and reach your left arm up. Don't worry, we'll be back within the studio. And then go ahead, switch sides, twist to the other side. And then drop it down. Just turn your left toes back to the top of your mat. You can either step up to ragdoll or back to down dog. If you went to down dog, you can rest or flow. Honoring your body, whatever you need. Let go of judgment, competition. Your body is your own best teacher. If you went to down dog, make your way back up to ragdoll. On an inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, come all the way up to standing. Stretch it out at the top. You can always add the back bend if you like it. Come up straight and hands down. Drop your arms, step your left foot back. Setting up warrior two on the other side. So heel to arch alignment, make sure that knee's tracking over the pinky toe, that thigh looks parallel. Arms are up. Turn the palms up, bend your elbows just to get the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the shoulders down as the arms go straight. If you're going to flip the palms over, don't let the shoulders hop up. And breathe. Stay here or lift the right heel. And then drop your heel and stretch it back. We're just going to hold here because it feels good. And then bend your knee back to warrior two. Keep the heel down or lift it up. Honor your body. And then drop your heel and stretch back. Nice. Last time into warrior two. Last time, lift the heel. And then drop the heel, stretch it back, and just hold. Now keep your legs straight, arms go parallel. If you need to step that back foot in a little, you can. We're going into triangle. Right arm out before it goes down. Left arm straight up unless that hurts the shoulder. And then it just rests alongside the body. Keep creating length through that right side body. Keep working the crown of the head over that front foot. Tailbone still drops. Yeah, good adjustment. Those right toes face forward. Relax the toes. Now squeeze your belly tight. Press into both feet. Come up. Stretch it back. Drop your right arm. Turn your right toes in. Fold forward and touch the floor. Second option to rest here. If you want to open your shoulders, you can always make this C position. Hands go behind the back, interlace your fingers, let them pull away. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. You want to go upside down, your practice, so you know what you're doing today. Keep breathing. Keep working the elbows over the wrists if you're trying to set up. Keep breathing, keep trying to create a long spine. Nice. Nice poses. All right, so we're all going to push the floor away. And now just turn your left toes to the left corner of your mat. And then just start walking your hands over to that side. So again, if you have knee issues, hips are staying up above the knees, feels good on hips and knees, you can drop it into a squat on that left side, and the right toes will pop up. Doesn't feel good, don't do it. You know where you're going. You have your options here if you need them. Already exerting, you're at your full extent. Nice poses. Now we're going to take it to the other side. So shift it up and over to the right. So right toes are angled out now. Walk your hands to that side. And then maybe keep it high, maybe drop the hip. Honor your body. Breathe. Nice poses. That looks good. That's exactly what I would suggest. All right, go ahead, bring it back to center. Walk your hands out in front. There's the wide leg down dog again. And then walk your hands in, wrists under shoulders. Left hand under the face, right arm high. Stay here. If you like the bind, you can flip the thumb towards the back. And then maybe bend that elbow, reach around and grab that left inner thigh. And then go ahead, switch sides, right hand down, left arm high. Keep it straight up or flip the thumb. Knuckles to sacrum, maybe it reaches around and grabs that right inner thigh. Nice. Bring your hand back around. We're all turning our right toes back to the front. You can either step up to ragdoll or back to down dog. If you went to down dog, you can rest or float. Honoring your body is yoga. Beautiful. So if you went to down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. Nice hop. On an inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, on an inhale, come all the way up to standing, stretch it out at the top, drop the tailbone if you like it, bend your back, come on straight, and hands to your heart. Drop your arms, find your mountain. Settle your breath. And then just step your right foot back. So we're setting up for pyramid. So heel to heel alignment. If your balance is a little off, a little wider is good. All right, pull back on the left hip, forward on the right. Options, hands can be on the thigh or behind your back. If you have a behind the back practice, you can grab elbows, you can put fists together. You can put tops of fingers together, squeeze the shoulders forward, and then pull them back and end up in reverse prayer. All right, so when you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Keep pulling back on the left, forward on the right. Keep breathing. So if you get here, hands are behind the back and you don't like it, reach for the thigh. Honor your body. Find the spot that works for your perfect pose. That right heel is on the floor. So drop that heel. You can step that right foot up a little more and get that foot flat. It'll help with the balance. Beautiful. If your hands are reaching down, we're going to bring them above or below the knee. Push the shin away. If you're behind the back, stay there. Everybody squeeze your belly. If you're on the leg, you're coming to the waist. We're just pushing into our feet and using our core to lift us up. Arms high. And then right arm forward, left arm back. Scissor your inner thighs. Press into both feet. If you're stable, look left. Nice. Inhale, arms up, hands down, step up with the right, shake it up, and step back to left. So heel to heel or a little wider, you can step it up closer to get that heel flat. Pull back on the right hip, forward on the left, find where you want your arms on this side. Behind the back or on the thigh. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold forward, and breathe. Nice. So keep reaching down the leg. There you go. If you easily touch the floor, your hands can go on either side of the foot. Keep pulling back on the right hip, forward on the left. All right, so if your hands are down to the thigh, bring them back up below the knee, push the shin away. If they're behind the back, they can stay there, squeeze the belly. Hands to the waist. If they're down, come all the way up and stretch the arms high. And then it's left arm forward, right arm back. Scissor your inner thighs. Press into both feet. If you're stable, look right. And then arms up, hands down, and step to the top. Shake it up. And find your mountain. Stay here, breathing. Your eyes can close. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. If you want to move, inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. You can stay here in ragdoll. You can take another squat. If you want a vinyasa, go for it. Find your pose. Steady your breath wherever you choose to be. you went to down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. If you're folded forward, find Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And we'll meet in mountain. Steady your breath. And then coming into balance. So left foot balance, right toe back. So we'll do warrior three first. So if you're new or balance is an issue, arms back with the palms forward will help. If you've been practicing for a while and you want to go up here, make sure the arms stay alongside the ears. So when you're ready, you're hinging on the hips, you're lifting the left hip, dropping the right. And maybe it's a teeny lift. Maybe you can go parallel to the floor, but don't round. So the straight line is more important than how low you go. Keep breathing. Now hinge back to standing. Stop at standing, or you can take your hands to your waist and bring the right thigh up so you create a 90-degree angle with that front thigh. Don't lean back. If you're going to extend the leg, point the toe, and then lower the leg with control. Shake out the hips. And then try the right foot. So spread your toes wide, left toe back. This is a beautiful warrior three. If you're adding on, it's a hinge at the hips. It's not a dropping at the waist and then lifting the leg. So keep your core engaged. Keep breathing. Reach through the head, press through the foot, reach through both arms like you're flying, shrink wrap your bones. And then hinge back to standing, stop there, or hands to the waist, leg up. Don't lean back if you're going to extend, point, and then lower the legs. Shake out the knees, shake out the legs, and just find your mountain. Moving back into the left foot, we'll do King Dancer. If King Dancer hurts your knees, you're going back to warrior three. So King Dancer, you kick up the right foot, grab hold of the foot. Some of you are going to keep it on the pinky toe. Some of you might spin it to the big toe for open shoulder. Left arm alongside the ear. If balance is an issue, turn to face the wall. So when you pivot, you can touch the wall and keep your shoulders square. Stay here or push the foot up towards the sky. And make sure you're breathing. If that doesn't feel good, remember you're in warrior three. Nice. Now hinge back to standing. Any way you want. We'll meet back at mountain. Shake it out. And try the right foot. So warrior three. If it hurts the knee, if it doesn't hurt the knee, you can bend the knee, grab the foot, right arm forward, and then you pivot at the hips, hinging. Reach and stretch through the right arm. Push the foot into the hand behind you if you're holding. Nice. Keep breathing. Beautiful. And now hinge back to standing. Drop the foot, drop the arm, shake it all out. And find your mountain. Settle your breath. Equal steady breath. On an inhale, you top. On an exhale, folding forward. Stay here. If you want another shot at crow, go for it. If you want another squat, last chance. We'll go down to the mat after this. Nice. And everybody's different. And when you feel ready, we'll meet in down dog or hands and knees. If you didn't get a flow and you wanted one, go for it. Beautiful. Nice poses, everyone. And then let's all meet at hands and knees. And just move through two cat-cow tilts on your own. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arch back. One more time. And then return to your flat back and lower down to your elbows. So get your elbows on your shoulders and interlace your fingers. Tuck your toes, scoop your belly. Option 1, you're staying right here. Option 2, push into the elbows and feet and hips go out. So it's dolphin. It's like down dog on the elbows. You can stay here. If you want to do a headstand instead, that's fine. If you want to work with core, you can inhale, shift to plank. Exhale, shift back. Or you can just shift forward, hold a plank on the elbows. You're all breathing. Nice. Neck in line with the spine. Lift the chin. If you're in plank, neck in line with the spine. And when you're all done, we'll meet in child's pose. Let your shoulders rest away from the ears. And then come back to hands and knees. All right, so from hands and knees, let your left arm go out to the side and then just let it reach up a little if that feels good. If it doesn't, don't do it. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right. Relax your shoulder, relax the side of the head. So your option is to just focus on that left shoulder where we just worked it. So we're gonna stretch it out. Maybe start to feel a little bit into the back. If you want a core challenge, you can walk your right hand straight out over your head, stays on the floor, tense your fingers, and then maybe that right leg goes straight out and just off to the side of your mat. So don't get it too far behind you, it'll make you roll if you decide you're gonna squeeze the belly and lift the right leg. If your leg went up, you're bringing it down. Now you're going to bring that right wrist back under the elbow. We're pressing into the right hand and we're reaching out and up with the left. And then drop the hand. Now right arm goes out to the side. Only if it feels good, it twists up. And then exhale, thread it under. Everybody take some time here to focus on that right shoulder. Decide if you're going to stay here or walk your left hand forward, stay there, or walk that left foot back just off to the sides. If you're going to float the leg, squeeze and lift the leg. We're just tensing the fingers, not a lot of weight in that front hand. Yeah, there you go. That'll keep you from flipping. All right, now go ahead and drop that knee. Bring your wrist back under the elbow, press into the left hand. And reach out and up with the right. Drop the hand. Let's all go back to child's pose. And then think about what you need. You can stay in child's pose or press it up to down dog. You can hold there or move through your last vinyasa. Nice. And then we'll all meet at hands and knees. Just move through 2 cat-cow tilts to release your back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arch high. One more time. Return to your flat back. And then just make your way onto your bottom. Swing your legs around to the front. Hard part's over. So left leg stays out, right knee comes up and in. Interlace your fingers and sit up tall. So you're either going to stay here or you're going to cross that foot over. If you cross it over and it does something like this, keep it on the inside. Hug the knee with the left arm. Right hand touches down, look to the right. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Stay there, or you can add that elbow to deepen the twist. Keep breathing. wait for an exhale and just unwind to the open side. Look around. And then come back to center. Switch legs. Keep it on the inside or cross it over. Hug the knee with the right. Look to the left. Find your full expression. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half spinal twist. And then wait for your exhale, unwind to the open side. And come back to center. And then left leg out, right leg up. This time let the right knee fall open. Put your right hand on your knee, twist your belly button over the left thigh. And option one is to stay right here. If it feels okay, you can either slide down the leg or reach your arms up. And then exhale, fold towards the leg, the foot. Wherever you come to, just relax. Touch the leg, let your head bow, maybe your eyes close, and breathe. If you folded forward, just lift your head to look at your toes. You can either walk your hands in or squeeze your belly, lock the thumbs, reach out and up, and then drop your arms out to the side. So you're gonna stay here or put that right hand about 6 or 8 inches behind the right hip. Reach your left arm up, and you're just gonna push up onto the shin and get a little side stretch, a little back bend. Let that left arm stretch open. And then go ahead, sit back down, and switch your legs. So sit up tall, left hand on the knee, belly button over the right thigh, stay right here, or inhale up, and exhale, hold, and surrender. Look at your toes, squeeze your belly, lock your thumbs, reach out and up, and drop your arms. Both legs out in front, hands alongside the hips, flex the feet, drop the chin, squeeze the belly. This is Dandasana, staff pose. Option one, you stay here. Option two, reach up and fold forward. And surrender. Look at your toes, squeeze your belly, lock your thumbs, come up, drop your arms, bend your knees, pick up your bottom, walk it towards your heels, and come onto your back. Just bring your knees up for a minute, make a little massage around your low back. Make circles, reverse your circles. And then plant your feet. So we'll do 2 back bends. If you want to skip it, you're welcome to go into Shavasana. You can just put bottom of the feet, hold Supta Baddha Konasana. If you want to do a bridge, we'll do bridge and wheel or bridge and bridge. All right, so when you're ready, arms alongside the body, press into the hands and feet, tilt the pelvis, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Some of you might interlace your fingers behind the back and physically walk the shoulders closer together. Keep looking up once you lift the hips. And breaths in the throat. That's your bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So put some space between the feet here. Nice adjustment. Wait for your exhale, slowly lower down. Windshield wipe your legs. And just take a few resting breaths in between. So option is to stay here resting, or last back bend can be bridge. If you have a wheel practice, you want to get in. Elbows to the sky, fingers under the shoulder. On an inhale, roll up your hips and maybe press into the hands. And breath is in the throat. Still up, lower down with control, and we'll all hug our knees into our chest, rock out your back, and then stay right here and gently just let both knees fall to the right, look to the left. If you have a twist you prefer, you can add that. Otherwise, you're just going to keep it simple. Keep that left shoulder on the mat. Come back to center, let it go to the other side. And then come back to center, rock it out. Stay here, or you can bring the bottoms of the feet together, hold the feet or ankles, push the knees forward. Stay there, or both feet up, happy baby. Any movement that feels good. If your feet are up, bring them together. If your knees are wide, pull them in. If it feels okay, hug yourself up into a tight little ball. And then wait for an exhale and stretch it out in all directions. And find Shavasana. Make any last movements you need to be completely relaxed. Not too sweater. Make sure your back is comfortable. Make sure your shoulders are away from the ears. And then just imagine the beautiful golden light enters the body through the crown of the head. As the light pours through your body, it brings warmth and relaxation to the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth relax. Ears, the cheeks, the jaw and chin are relaxed. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. The neck and shoulders are relaxed. The arms, hands, and fingers are relaxed. Chest with your heart and lungs, your abdomen with all your internal organs, the upper, middle, and lower back are relaxed, the hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, the thighs, the knees, calves and shins, ankles, the feet, and out. The body is completely relaxed. This state of peace is your true nature. Take a few moments just to be. I think it is important not to overlook the joy of the journey due to an excess of goal orientation. That's Lama Surya Das. We'll bring the awareness back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Let it fill your body with light. Start to wiggle fingers and toes. Move hands and feet, arms and legs until you're ready for a big stretch. If it feels good, you can hug your knees up into your chest one last time. If you're comfortable on your side, you can go to your right side for more relaxation, your left side for more energy, fetal position, whatever arm is under you, make sure it's extended so your head can have a spot to rest. And then in your own time, in your own way, maybe your eyes stay closed as you make your way up to your comfortable seat. And we'll close our practice. Find your tall spine. Find your breath in and out through the nose. Remember, your peace is always within, regardless of what goes on around you. Share the light. Hands to the heart. Bow in. Give gratitude. And look for the joy. Namaste.
Namaste.
And thank you all for sharing your practice and your presence. Thank you for being here. Namaste. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll sign off over here. All right. Bye, Facebook.